Okay, let's play It Will Catch You. Auto pay. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I'm Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you an Izzet self-discard deck. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at MTG_Barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my Hub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import it directly to your MTG Arena. And if you want to check my final thoughts about this deck here, you can go after the 5th game. You will find a small summary telling my experience playing this deck on the current ranking that I was playing when I recorded this video, and also the strengths and weakness of this deck and what you can add or remove depending on the situation of the deck that you are facing. So let's talk about this Izzet self-discard. It's a blue and red deck, and basically you will have a lot of options here to discard cards from your hand, and every time you discard a card, you will use the Monumental Endurance, you will trigger the Monumental Endurance to draw a card to create a treasury token or to deal 3 damage to any opponent. And remember that you can only choose one of each of these options here once per turn. So if you choose each opponent loses 3 life and you discard it again at the same turn, you will not be able to choose this option again. You have to draw a card or create a treasury token. So basically, you should discard at the maximum 3 cards each turn, so you can choose one of each option here. And then on the next turn or on opponent's turn, you can discard some card again and then choose one of the options here. And then remember, each turn you can choose at the maximum number 3 cards per turn to discard. So let's see, we have some ways to discard cards. Gran-Gran, whenever Gran-Gran becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast as long as there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. We have the Artist Talent. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And on level 2, non-creature spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. And level 3, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. So in this case here, the Monumental Endurance can deal 5 damage. And we have the Abandon Attachment. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. And we have the Raw Crackling Wheat, that whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Ray. And also you can create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. And you can draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards if you use the -3 mechanic. And with the -10, you can draw 3 cards, then you get an emblem with instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. And remember that Storm means when you cast this spell, copy it for each spell cast before this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies. So basically that's the idea here. And also we have a lot of spot removals. Boomerang, that you can return a target no-land permanent to its owner's hand, and if you control that permanent, you draw a card. We have Fire Magic, that we can deal 1, 2, or 3 damage to each creature in the battlefield. Firebending Lesson, that you can deal 2 damage or 5 damage if you pad the kicker cost. And we have the Combustion Technique. Combustion Technique deals 2 damage. Combustion Technique deals damage equal to 2 plus the number of lesson cards in your graveyard to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. And the Arrow's Demonstration, you can choose one. Deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control, or 4 damage to a target creature. And Pyroclasm, that deals 2 damage to each creature. We also have some ways here to draw cards. Accumulate Wisdom, you can look at the top 3 cards of your library. You can choose one if you have less than 3 lessons in your graveyard. If you have 3 or more, you can get all the 3 cards. Basically, that's the idea. And the Legend of Kuruk, On lore counter, it's an enchantment saga. On lore counter 1 and 2, you scry 2, then draw a card. And you can, on lore counter 3, you will exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. It's a creature for 3, and whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. And you can use the exhaust mechanic, Water Band X. Take an extra turn after this one. Sorry, not X, it's 20. I'm not reading well. It's Water Band 20. And also we have some support spells here. That's the case of the It Will Can't. It's a counter. You can counter a target spell unless its controller pay 2 colorless mana. And we have the Monument to Endurance that, as I explained before, whenever you discard a card, you can choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Draw a card, create a treasury token, or each opponent loses 3 life. So basically that's the idea of the deck. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, great. I go first. We can play an island and a Gran-Gran. Let's hope we find a target for the Firebending Lesson. Okay, we don't have. Let's attack and discard what? An island. A Janice Pridemate. Okay, now I have a target. 2 damage on their Janice. Now I need some more lessons to make the best use of the Accumulate Wisdom. Let's attack and discard what? An island. Then we can draw cards. We need more cards. Great, you have a Boomerang. If the Boomerang was an instant, would be perfect. Okay, what we can do now? Let's play an Abandon Attachment, discard the lands. And we can draw another card, maybe. Yeah. Perfect. Now we can play this land here. Tap it. Play a Fire Magic and deal 1 damage to each creature. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Let's attack. And we are going to discard a Multiversal Passage. Actually, the Boomerang. So we can use the Accumulate Wisdom. Each opponent loses 3 life. We can use the Accumulate Wisdom to get 3 cards. A Janice Pridemate again. Okay, let's get three cards. Oh, if I... yeah, It Will Can't would not help me. Sheltered by Ghost. Okay. Oh, I have another one. Let's say this is gonna be red. Pay to life. Oh, I had a mountain here. But okay. Let's play the Monument to Endurance. An Artist Talents. And another Artist Talents. We can discard the Multiversal Passage. Let's draw a card. We need more cards, definitely. And we have a Boomerang that we cannot use on the next turn, but we can use the Combustion Technique on their Janice Pridemate. And we still have 1 mana open to play the It Will Can't. Sheltered by Ghost, okay. The Combustion Technique will suffice. Leonin Vanguard. Okay, don't need another creature on the battlefield. Let's discard this one here. Discard the mountain. And we have another Monument to Endurance. Perfect. No blocks. Okay, that's not gonna be a problem. Let's play a Combustion Technique here and pay the warp cost. Auto pay, great. And we can exile the Boomerang, the artist's talent. Oh, another Monument to Endurance. Okay. Boomerang basics. Amazing. Now let's attack. And we can discard the mountain. Let's deal 3 damage. Amazing. Okay, what we can do now? Let's play Accumulate Wisdom. We discard the mountain. It will cancel. Okay, opponent loses 3 life. Opponent loses 3 life. We discard the Monument to Endurance. We draw cards. We draw another card, okay. Perfect, we have a lot of cards here. Now we can play the Combustion Technique to exile their creature, definitely. And we can discard some lands. We have a lot of lands here. We create a treasury token. Now we don't have more options. Submit 1. Perfect. We can play the Monument to Endurance again. We can discard the It Will Cancel. And the Planeswalker. Okay. And now what we can do? Abandon Lessons. We can discard the It Will Cancel. They will lose 3 life. Pyroclasm, 2 damage to each creature. Okay, let's remove the It Will Cancel. We draw another card. An island. Okay, we draw a lot of cards here. We just have 14. Let's create a treasury token. Let's play this island here. Let's attack. And discard the land. They are down to 1. And we can go for level 2 here. And turn, perfect. And we can kill almost any creature with the Combustion Technique. They will get 2 life back, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. Okay. Okay, no problem. Let me see. We can play a Gran-Gran again. Then we can get it back, draw a card. So we are going to discard the Pyroclasm. And we can deal a lot of damage with the Monument to Endurance. Okay, each opponent loses 3 life. And they just lost the game. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, opponent goes first. Let's keep 7. And I believe that we should play the Eroded Canyon, because it will enter stepped no matter what. Oh, Gran-Gran. Okay, 1 damage to the opponent. Pyroclasm can deal with their Gran-Gran. I hope that they play another creature, a small one. Oh man, they are drawing a card. Too late. Okay. Let's play Artist Talent. So every time I cast a non-creature spell, I will discard a card. Multiversal Passage, that's gonna be blue. Pay 2 life. Let's try to play the Monument Endurance and let's hope they don't have a counter. Let's discard what? A Boomerang Basics. Great. They don't have a counter. Okay, what they're going to discard now? It seems to be the same strategy that I'm using. Yeah, almost the same cards. No. This card here we don't have. Dragonfly Swarm. And my Pyroclasm would not destroy it. Okay. Combustion Technique. Let's play a Monument Endurance. Discard another Boomerang. And we can draw some cards. Okay, great. Let's play an island now. Combustion Technique here, it has a ward 1. Resolve. Let's discard the Planeswalker. And now we deal 3 damage to them. 6 damage. Now they have just 2 cards and they can discard 1 and get another 1. And I don't have enough mana to counter. Okay. Don't think that's gonna be a great problem. Okay, they draw a card, then discard the card. Okay, we are down to 16. This is going to enter tapped. Yeah. Let's say this is red. Pay 2 life. Let's get some cards. We can discard this land here that we will enter tapped anyway. Let's draw cards. We need some cards. Firebending Lesson. Okay. Let's play a Pyroclasm. We can destroy their Gran-Gran. And now we discard the starting town. Now we do 3 damage. 3 damage. They will be down to 7. And we can deal. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let's try to... No, I don't think that's going to work. I think that I need to pay the ward cost before creating the treasure tokens. Okay, let's try this. Let's try. I don't think that's going to work, but let's be sure. Yeah, I need to pay the ward cost. Yeah, I can't create the treasure token first. Discard here. Create a treasure token. Perfect. Then we can play the combustion technique here. And we discard the mountain. Yeah, it didn't work as I expected. But now I'm certain that it does not work. I have to pay the ward cost before creating treasure token. But no matter, one more game, one more victory. Okay, let's keep 7. We have artist's talents, monumental endurance. Yeah, okay. Let's hold one more turn. They cast a small creature again. 2/2. Okay. Let's take 1 damage. No problem. Now we have a dual land here. Let's exile that creature. It's better before it gets too strong. Infestation Sage. Okay, now we have an island here. Can play a monumental endurance. And then we can destroy almost all creatures that they have. Here we are down to 16, and they only have 2 cards. Let's play an artist's talent here. Then what we can do? Yeah, let's return the Infestation Sage. Then we can discard the Legend of Kuruk. Come on, it's your go. Let's create a treasure token. I need to have 5 mana, 6 mana to destroy all creatures at once. Okay, end turn. Infestation Sage again. I don't think that it will catch would be useful in this game because they have a lot of small creatures, small cost creatures. Okay, another one. Okay, let's play a Monument to Endurance. And we can create some more treasury tokens. We discard the It Will Can't, create a treasury token. And that's it. We still need one land to be able to destroy all creatures at once. We have 4 lands, we need 5. 1 to pay and 5 colorless. Okay, we are down to 13. Okay, let's play Accumulate Wisdom. We draw some cards. It Will Can't. Have a land. We create a treasury token. Create a treasury token. And let's play this one here. Okay, now we deal 3 damage in every creature. And we can discard this land here. Now we can begin dealing some damage to them. Perfect. Market Gnome again. The Station Sage. Now I think they only miss their Sephiroth. Let's draw 3 cards. What we can discard? The Raw. Okay, 3 damage to the face, 3 damage to the face. Perfect. Now we play an island. Abandon attachments. And we discard here. We can create a treasury token. Create a treasury token. Perfect. And we can discard the island. And now we draw a card. We need to discard what? This one here. Oh no. Yeah, we need to discard something. Let's play the Abandon Attachments. Discard the Starting Town. Let's draw some more cards here. What we discard? Another Starting Town. Okay. Let's destroy their flying creature here. It's a token. We discard the mountain. And we use it. Oh, come on, man. Let's finish the game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay. Yeah, we can keep 7. Let's begin with a Gran-Gran. Oh, Authority of the Consuls. I don't have an easy way to deal with this. Let's attack, and we can discard what? The other Gran-Gran. Yeah. That's it. We can play the Monument to Endurance on the next turn. It seems to be a control deck, another one. Probably they will not have a lot of creatures, so let's play the Abandon Attachments and discard a mountain. Oh, I lost my mana. Too bad. Okay, let's attack again. We can discard the Pyroclasm. Perfect. And now we can play the Monument to Endurance. Amazing. Perilous Snare. Okay, they are getting my monuments. We have another one. Actually, we have two. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's discard the Firebending Lesson. What we can do? Create a treasury token? I don't think so. Let's draw a card. Yeah, let's draw a card. We need more cards to discard. Oh man, another Perilous Snare. Are you kidding? Okay, but I have another Monument to Endurance. So, whatever. Let's attack. And we have a land now. Let's discard the Artist's Talent. And let's start to deal some damage. Okay, they are now down to 13. Yeah, let's use the Boomerang in any other situation here. Cryogenic Relic, it's not a problem. They can't use their creature. Let me see. Let's play Artist Talent. A Boomerang Basics, so we can get back the Monument to Endurance. They will be able to play again, but whatever. Let's actually, I will not. Yeah, I will discard this one here. Each opponent loses 3 life. And we have an Accumulate Wisdom. We can draw 3 cards and discard some stuff here as well. This one here, I don't think that they have creatures. So let's draw a card, let's deal 3 damage. Perfect. Let's attack. And now we can discard Demonstration, create a treasury token, and create a treasury token. Perfect. We can play 2 with Will Cancel to counter anything that they may play. Okay, let's play a It Will Cancel. Auto pay. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Opponents goes first. At least we have 4 lands here, we can discard some of them. Okay, we have a Gran-Gran. I will hold the Fire Match because I don't know if they have a lot of small creatures. So we can use this to wipe the board. Okay, goodbye, Shunrip. Goodbye, Gran-Gran. Okay, now we hold. Mana open, let's see what they're going to play. Starfield Shepherd. They are playing the Warp Cost. Okay, let's counter this. Now we play the Monument to Endurance, great. We need to find some stuff to discard things from the hand, from our hand. Starfield Shepherd again. Okay, at least I can deal with the Fire Magic. Nurturing Peaks, okay, no problem. starting town, right? Actually, we have the mountain here. Let's play another monumental endurance. If I get one more land, sheltered by ghosts, okay, that's not a problem. They will get some life back. They can exile my monumental endurance, but I can use a fire magic to solve this problem. Okay, pass. My turn, and we have a starting town now. Let's deal 2 damage to every creature. Then we have our monumental endurance back. Okay, they will draw a card. They are paying the warp cost. Oh, they have another nurturing peaks. Too annoying, but okay. It's gonna be a 2/2. Now I need to discard some stuff from my hand. This combo here allows them to keep recasting and drawing stuff. It's insane. Very cool. Okay, we have the Abandon attachment. Let's discard the mountain. We can draw cards and draw cards. We have a mountain and an artist talent. If they play for the full cost, now I can use the E2 cancel. Okay, they are warping again. Let's use the Combustion Technique here. Yeah, let's discard the E2 cancel. We have some spot removals here. Let's draw a card and draw a card. Great. Zack Fair, it can gives indestructible. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Yeah. Okay, let's play a Boomerang basics here. Let's see what they are going to do. As I have the artist's talent, I think that I can discard the Gran-Gran. Okay, now we play the Combustion Technique. To exile their nurturing peaks. Okay, no problem. Resolve, okay, perfect. We can discard the Gran-Gran. Let's draw cards. We need to get some cards. And then we have the Aero demonstration. Should we discard something here? Yeah, the Abandon attachment, so we can start to deal some damage. Your opponent loses 3 life. 3 life, great. Let's deal 4 damage. On their nurturing peaks, we can discard the artist's talent. And now we just create treasury tokens. Perfect. I can't do anything more. So let's go to level 2 now. And we can repeat the process on the next turn. Starfield Shepherd again. They keep drawing planes or small creatures. Okay, I believe that's not gonna be a problem. We can finish the game dealing a lot of damage. In 2 turns, after I play the Monumental Endurance, the third one, I think that we can finish this game. Okay, we have the Pyroclasm here to destroy all creatures at once. Let's play Pyroclasm. We can discard the island. Let's deal 3 damage now. Let's play another Monumental Endurance. We can discard the mountain. And now we draw some cards. Perfect. We can return something from... Oh, come on, man. Let's finish the game. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. If you got any questions about the build or how it plays, drop a comment. I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.